Ta-da!
Oh.
Christ, Mickey Mouse, calm down.
Oh.
Jeez.
So, are you using your new computer?
No, I'm still keeping my laptop around because I could take it downstairs and connect to the internet. I will be editing this with my new computer. So if anybody from the audience hears like a vast change of audio quality, production values went up, I suppose. That's all that's changed.
Or if you hear our actual voices.
Bloody hell, Luis. Right. Show on the road?
What?
Do not talk like that throughout the whole podcast, please. Wow.
I'm going to be auto-tuned the entire podcast.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
Owen.
Wait, TJ, you there?
yeah, I'm here. I waited too long.
Well done.
TJ123 is also here.
And Tyler, who's tired. Bloody hell. I think that's the first time besides Gaff that someone's managed to jump in just before TJ. Nice timing.
Sorry, TJ. Forgive me.
It's fine.
I wouldn't be sorry, man. You got in there first, fair and square.
You know, you guys can always settle this in a sword fight.
That
I can't
sounds.
swing swords.
I mean,
okay. I am not a man who wields a sword. I'm willing to go, and this is a debate of the century that I've had with many people, and I'm going to pitch this to ye. You're in a situation where you have a choice between a knife and a bat. The other person gets whatever weapon you don't pick. What do you pick? Knife or bat?
Wait, a bath?
A bat. Like a baseball bat. So, you either have a 8-inch, non-serrated, like a kitchen knife, or a baseball bat. Now, I don't know whether or not it's a steel baseball bat or a wooden baseball bat, but let's just say it doesn't break. How about that?
Well, as long as it isn't a wiffle bat, you have reach and you have force.
I killed a man with a wiffle bat. Don't joke about those.
If it's a kitchen knife, I'll pick a baseball bat.
Did you think about that, right? That's the one thing. As I constantly think, like, well, I would go with the bat myself.
Well,
but
I
if
guess
you
it
can close
depends
that...
on, like...
Or sorry, go on.
No. Well, I guess it depends on, like, where you're at. Like, if you're in the kitchen, I think the kitchen knife has a bit of an advantage because you don't have to make these wide swings.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say you're on open ground, but it's like it's one of two things. It's like, you think about that. You get in with the knife, that person's done.
Yeah, if it's close quarters, then the knife is huge.
Yeah, but it's like, if you can dodge that bat and you can close the distance, that person's done.
Yeah.
If you get hit with that bat, you're going down.
Yeah.
They can go for like one of those accurate head jabs.
Yeah. Or
just keep poking you.
Or you can hit him in the leg with the bat and then take his knife and stab him. Fuck you.
Yeah. I got the feeling it's all situational with that one because it's like the baseball bat would win in an open field every day unless the person threw the knife at them. You know?
Throwing knife.
But after that, like, they're pretty much screwed if they missed, so the bat would still probably win. But like, if it is in the bathroom or a kitchen or something like that, then baseball bat, it's not going to win.
Or you can do like a Dead Rising thing and just combine the two of them. You pick the baseball bat and
take
the
your
kitchen
opponent's
knife,
weapon.
Find a box of kitchen knives.
And then you end up with some sort of hand cannon. I don't fucking know.
Yes, Luis, the baseball bat and the knife together will beat someone that's completely unarmed.
That's how it works in Dead Rising, dude.
Jeez. I gotta admit, that's a good question to start off with.
Age-old debate to me through my entire life. It has been knife or bat.
Do people often go with knife then? Because
a lot more people go with bat.
Yeah.
But there are some people who are confident enough to think that they can take someone down with a knife.
Because you can't really even block the bat with the knife, it's not.
You can't,
long
but you
enough.
can also dodge it because it's got such a wide swing, and you can't swing . It's weird. It's really weird. I think it's let's put it this way: if you miss with the bat, you're kind of done. But if you miss with the knife, you're kind of done. So it's you have one chance with both of them. Unless you do Assassin's Creed style, where you just stab the guy 50 times in the chest in the space of 5 seconds. It's the best shit ever.
Yeah, just hold B.
You hold the right trigger, then X, and you
counter,
just
and
go
then
at it.
B. Quote in the box.
So, I have to change the subject slightly. Because I don't want to, because I like that one a lot. But I found this article earlier in the week, and I laughed because I couldn't believe it was an article that was in something like The Telegraph. I don't know if you guys have that in your countries, but
it's the thing that use a bunch of polls, and then people just click click, and then they send a message, right?
Well, it's over here. It's just a bloody
and it's
newspaper.
A newspaper or something.
Yeah. Christ. But yeah, it's one of them that's slightly more respected than I don't know, just the random magazines and crap that comes out. Which is why I laughed at this. I'll give you a moment to read it if you want, but you can just see it from the headline that is kind of full of bullshit. I mean, that I don't quite agree with it.
Wait, playing video games not using social media linked to poor exam results? What?
So they say that video games are the blame for poor exam results and not social media. Which I think they're...
Oh, okay. I just read the the URL, so I didn't get it. Okay, so playing video games, not using social media, is linked to poor exam results. Right.
Yeah, and I just read through it and I laughed because they had all these very specific small sample rates of stuff going on where they would explain that social media doesn't really have a bad impact. And I was like, I think it does. It's not perfect in any way, but if you're blaming one over the other, I kind of have to say they're just as bad as each other,
Mm-hmm.
You could just, I don't know, study. I can guarantee if you had statistics of people that don't do either of them, that they probably get fairly decent results. But saying that video games is vastly worse than social media is a joke, because that was half of my childhood, and I was in the top set of everything I did, and I hardly revised. I just played video games, so I must be an exception or some nonsense.
Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but it's I've played video games for a good deal of time in my life. I still do. And again, I don't mean to brag, but my grades have always been pretty good. Also, I've never killed anyone, so that other argument that video games makes us violent. Never stabbed anyone. So,
Yeah. Here's where I kind of laugh, where it says no link was found between intensive social networking and poor exam performance. And I sat there and I thought, there's a lot of people I know that are kind of obsessive over using Twitter, to the point of where they start spelling words in real life incorrectly because they're trying to squeeze it into
140 characters.
Yeah. So the word would suddenly naturally becomes WUD to them instead of WOULD,
Oh god, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, and they're saying that there's no evidence that it's affected exam performance. It depends on a lot of things. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's just a broad statement. Just saying, oh, video games make grades bad. You can't play video games anymore.
It's just one of those weird things where you're people say, oh, video games, it's video games distract students too much, and then it's well, if it wasn't video games, it would be something else. It boils down to whether or not that person is going to study. I didn't study. I didn't do too well in school. I'm not that smart of a person, but it's like it doesn't matter. Like, it's a case of if someone's going to play video games a lot and get bad grades, it's like, well, if you could literally, like 10, 15 years ago, you could have swapped out video games with movies, music, drinking, drugs, magazines, comic books. You could have swapped it with literally anything else in the past, like not even 10 to 15
Even
years.
fucking
Like, you
sports.
even sports. It's
You
like,
can just say kids get distracted.
yeah, kids get distracted, and some get more distracted than others. I got very distracted when I was in my final year of what you guys would think is high school. It's called secondary school here.
Yeah.
I discovered Tetris, and that was the worst fucking thing that ever could have happened.
Oh,
I was
God.
literally just playing Tetris in the back of biology class the entire time I was there, and I didn't fail biology, but I didn't do great in it either. But it was just like I did that most of the time, and it was just games that got in the way of me studying. And yeah, I mean, I could have better focus, but I mean, like it's not. It's also like they're also saying that, you know, it also feeds into this whole hype thing of like your final exams determine whether or not you were a failure in life. And it's like, no, not really. I could do really poor in these exams and then go on to do really well by doing, like, you know, working my way up
Assignments and
through
things like that.
Yeah, doing like assignments and like night classes and stuff like that. There's other ways to get around that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like video games were very much a distraction for me, but they were also, you know, incredibly therapeutic because compared to school, video games are one of those things that, you know, a video game's not going to yell at you because of, you know, you having long hair. It's like Marilyn Manson said, you know, you can put on a record and it's not going to yell at you for dressing the way you are, and it's not going to give out to you for doing certain things. And
I'm sure you could find a song that actually has like a yelling vocalist yelling about stuff like that, though.
It's like, your clothes suck.
Your clothes
So
suck.
get naked. No, wait. Don't actually get naked.
You don't want to see me naked.
Only get naked if you're a hot girl. Like, wow, these lyrics are subtle.
Yeah.
When two
So
people
specific.
really love each other, they have sex and do stuff with their things.
Now, if you can put in some Spanish lyrics, you've got yourself a Pitbull song.
Oh,
Dale.
a crap beat in the background. Quick, someone count to 4 in Spanish. That is actually one of his songs, isn't it?
No, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't really spend my time listening to Pitbull.
Neither do I. That's why I'm not sure.
You're missing out, my friend. No, you're not. You're not missing out. Trust me on that.
Christ. I got the feeling, though, like, we're ragging on him, but I'm sure there's even worse songwriters than Pitbull. Actually, wait a minute. I'm trying to think of one, but I'm struggling.
Rebecca Black.
I'm no longer struggling. What's it? I can't remember the guy's name. It's something like IceJJFish or something like that.
IceJJFish.
God.
The fuck is that?
I need to find him.
With all
if
due
you
respect,
guys
but what?
If you have not heard of him, I need to find it for you.
If my personal tastes can like bleed in for a moment, I mean, you could just say Black Veil Brides are a worse group of artists than Pitbull. Black Veil Brides.
If we're talking about really shitty singers, we have a bunch of them in Brazil. Even one of Tyler's favorites, Michel Teló.
How dare you? He is a pop sensation in your country. You should be proud of everything he does.
You know what? He's been kind of gone recently. Like, I haven't heard much about him.
What did you do to him, Luis? We all know that you hate him.
I don't know. I may or may not have bribed him into not singing anymore.
I got the feeling you wouldn't be able to do that.
What, bribe him?
Well, I mean, how are you going to bribe the man that looks like he has a ton of money now and probably...
How the hell do you think he got that much money? Huh?
Because he had a hit in your
Record
country.
labels?
Yeah, and...
Give me a fucking break, Tyler.
Anyway, for those of you that haven't had the wonderful honour of listening to IceJJFish, Louise,
Oh,
put this in the link shitter.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely do it.
Just listen to like maybe the first 20 seconds. That's all you'll need.
Okay, so
Christ.
cut out the silence.
Yeah. Or maybe I can talk through it while you're listening to this.
Okay, so there's a guy dancing, and now there's a chick.
Oh god, I cannot
Oh
stand
god,
this.
I've seen this before.
Is this for real?
Yes.
Like,
I can't stop it from playing.
what? It's like I don't even know what to say.
Dude, I'm gonna make it worse. I was trying to stop it for the last 20 seconds. There isn't anything worse than that going through your headphones at like... It was like twice as
all
loud
his
as you
songs
guys.
are like that?
Huh?
All his songs are like that?
Yep.
God! It was like... watching that, my eyes were, at some points, like, my eyes were saying yes. At some points, my ears were saying, God, no!
My mind's telling me no. Sorry. I feel bad, like, kind of making an example out of this guy, but at least he has the kind of confidence, I suppose you could call it, to keep on going and not let it stop him.
Follow your dreams. Just don't come near me. You fucking weird. You fucking talentless piece of shit.
Owen.
Your words, not mine, my friends.
Yeah, like I guess that's one of those things where, like, if you're worried about singing or making your own music, one of the things that make you feel a lot better is sometimes just listening to artists like Rebecca Black and then this, and then going, you know what, even if I cough halfway through this recording several times, I reckon I could still produce a better track than these two.
I will say one thing, to be fair. I think that guy may have been exaggerating a little bit.
I'm hoping so, but like I've seen some of his covers where
really
it's the
think
same.
His voice is not like this.
Well, I saw at least one video he made that he at least talked like a normal human being. So
I need to see this. I mean,
and not like just now. It's not like I listen to this guy on a regular basis.
Yeah, right. It's okay, TJ. We all have guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I got loads.
That's
But I gotta say, like, I'm very curious now because he might be a genius if he actually puts on this voice.
It could also be kind of like there's I think it's like Miranda Sings or something like that. It's a popular YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, she's like kind of vlog or something, right?
Yeah, her character is just like I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, maybe that's just the impression that I get, and I'm in no way shitting on her or anything, but I get the feeling that her character is more like trying to be annoying.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it, and I don't think that's insulting. That's just saying what her character is.
Well, I mean, maybe it's like, my character is supposed to be a really serious person. I'm like, well, it's just annoying. It's not serious. I don't know.
You don't start a comedy, channel like based around a character and then say that you're trying to be serious.
I was just giving an example, not that it may actually be that.
I mean, obviously your goat fucking character isn't real.
I don't know, man. Filthy Frank seems pretty real to me.
Oh, jeez.
All his weeaboo videos.
Weeaboo videos, yeah.
They're real. And he's real, I know. Did you guys see that, actually? He came out. You guys, okay, just for reference, you guys know who Filthy Frank is, right?
I've seen his thumbnails everywhere, but I think I've only seen like one of them.
Yeah.
I've heard something.
He's done, okay, so he just does, like, just really bizarre videos. And, like, you say, like, you can't be serious, like, if you have a YouTube channel where you play a character, you can't really be serious. there was like a very short time where he did come out as like who he really is, and like it was like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing like vlogs and stuff like that, just kind of talking about like the production and stuff like that, or the videos we do. And about a week later, he like took it all down and started tweeting out like from the Filthy Frank account, going, "No, that really was like that wasn't really me," and all this, and it was kind of weird. I'd say, like, it's that weird thing of, I guarantee you somebody saw him in public at that point and recognized him and started doing Filthy Frank stuff when he wasn't a character, and that just sounds really bad.
It sounds more to me like probably his fans didn't react well to it.
They actually did, surprisingly enough. Like, everyone was kind of supportive. Yeah, people were kind of supportive of him, because like he said that he talks about in it. So when in Filthy Frank videos, like, he plays like a series of different characters, and one of these characters like has convulsions constantly, and turns out no, those are semi-involuntary. He actually suffers from convulsions.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
And his character, and like when he does that, it can actually induce the convulsions when he does that, and people are like, dude, just don't like risk your health because you want to make funny videos. And he's like, no, that's it. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. So you might be seeing a bit less of that, but like, I just want you guys to know that I'm still going to be putting out videos and stuff like that. And everyone was like, right, it was crazy. And then suddenly he just turned back off and turned right back to Filthy Frank, and it, like, completely ignored the whole like thing of him coming out and actually saying his real name and everything. Is weird.
I got the feeling as well, like, that kind of stuff doesn't go away. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever. So if you're going to come out as who you're really, like, your actual identity, then I would just keep it up and not try to hide it, because I bet if I googled it right now, I could find all the stuff that he has now removed from someone else. I can guarantee it.
Way to be creepy, Tyler.
No, I'm not trying to be creepy, but what I'm saying is, if you go from being like an anonymous identity and then suddenly reveal who you are and then take it down, you know that there are people out there that copy those videos, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once it's once it's on the internet, it's done. Like,
that's
the
a scary
part
thing
about all this.
One day, 20 years from now, Luis is going to listen back to this, and he's going to realize how right he was.
No,
I'm
even
pretty
better.
proud of the podcast.
20 years from now, Luis is gonna have like a kid, and he's gonna be like, "Daddy, I found this thing on the internet related to your name." It's like, oh, sweet Jesus, no.
It's someone else's name, son. Don't listen to it.
Hey, if and I don't know what the future may hold, but if we're still doing this 20 years from now, I might actually try to get. Seriously, I might actually try to get, like, if I have a family by then, I might actually try to get them into it.
I
Get
got
your
the feeling.
whole family on the podcast.
I got the feeling, like, even before the, like, family gets into the picture, once you actually, like, I don't know the best way to put it, but once you actually start seeing a respectable partner soon, or whatever the future may hold, I reckon we would see you less and less on the podcast.
A respectable partner, as opposed to a cheap prostitute.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or a goat. Sorry.
So what you're basically saying is that once I get a girlfriend, I'll have other stuff to do than the podcast?
Indeed. No, well, I've seen it a lot where people...
That's what she said.
Well, people, like, disappear suddenly.
I don't know if that's offensive or if he actually cares.
It's happened so often to, like, people I've worked with, like, in bands and stuff.
He's just gonna send us a message on Skype one day, and it's gonna say, "Sorry, can't come to the podcast. Busy boning my girlfriend."
Yeah, but that would be funny for a podcast or two until he never comes up again. You know?
Nah, come on. I can try to, just share.
It can...
He can multitask.
The attention, I mean, you fucks.
That's not how I heard it.
Fuck you.
Oh, your hypothetical girlfriend is going to be shared with us. That's cool to know, Luis.
No.
Christ.
Stay away from my imaginary... Wait, no.
Future girlfriend.
I'll just shut up now.
Luis, you said at the beginning, before we started recording, that you're going to try throwing me under the bus. You're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
But yeah, I meant, like, I could try to share the time.
With your girlfriend?
What?
Share the time with your girlfriend? You still haven't specified it enough.
Yeah, like, share the time between having other responsibilities and doing other stuff, Yes, before guys say anything, that includes relationships and also the
Oh.
podcast. I don't really think they can, like, I need to choose one of them.
I think you might do.
What if your girlfriend has a podcast and she wants you to be on that one?
Yeah.
I can be a
Ooh.
guest in it and still do my own thing.
What
yeah.
if it
I
was
can
at the
still
same
be
time?
me, you know?
What if she
What?
calls you out for having commitment issues?
Yeah.
Can't commit to being on this podcast all the time.
And
Jesus, guys.
what if it was at
Who are
the
you?
same time as
Let me
our
check
so
your
podcast?
sorry.
history.
Like
You
I
were-
said,
you were
I
on that
can be a
British
guest
streak, weren't you?
sometimes and then not show up on our podcast. Why are we even talking about this?
I'm
What
just
kind
trying
of
to see.
imaginary scenario is this? What the fuck?
I'm just trying to see where your commitments lie, Mr. Host.
Oh
that
my
runs
God.
this thing.
Tyler, I was one of the people who started this. I guess I'm pretty committed to it.
Oh, really? That's what we're
Oh, yeah.
testing.
You wanna fight?
Yeah, sure. Fly all the way to England. I'm sure we'll fight about it.
We'll meet up in the Atlantic, bitch.
Fisticuffs.
Oh, jeez. Mind you, I'm saying all of this, but I have been a person that's literally walked out on an emergency podcast recording, which has since been deleted. It won't actually be released because I don't have
Yeah,
it
never
anymore.
pointed that out, did I?
Because I got a text from a girl, and I was just like, "Yeah, guys, I kind of gotta go. We will have to do this at another time." About half hour
Graceful.
into it.
Wow.
That was an emergency podcast after like recording one already. So.
It had an emergency
has the word
meaning, if you know what
emergency
I
in it.
mean.
That means it should have pretty decent priority.
Yeah, but it doesn't because we only release those when we haven't actually recorded for the week.
So basically what you're saying is right now, because you got a text message from a girl, we have no emergency podcasts in case something goes wrong.
Yes. Pretty much. But in context, and I think Luis
Think
would
with
agree.
your upper head. I'm so sorry.
I think Luis would agree with me though with this one. Like in context, that was my last day in Bristol.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it was understandable. I wasn't mad at you.
yeah, damn straight you weren't mad at me. I'm gonna have to go, guys. That was pretty much how quickly the recording ended. Like, imagine I stopped recording and just turn off now. That would be it.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually rooting for you, but you know, shame things didn't work out, mate.
Yeah. Shut up, you. Should we change
Or
the topic?
did they?
Shut up,
No,
Luis.
you dragged yourself into this.
No. Anyway, IceJJFish,
No what,
am I
Tyler?
right? I don't know. I'm trying to now get the target off my back. Sorry, Owen. We're just aiming at
What are you
each other.
apologizing to me for?
I don't know. I feel like because you're the guest,
Got
like,
something
we're
worth
showing,
being sorry for?
we're just showing how professional we are by taking
Yeah,
shots.
where are your priorities, Tyler?
Yeah.
You're sorry about Owen, but not about us.
Oh,
on.
it's fucking man. This isn't even a podcast anymore. This is a discussion now. This is a thing.
This is an interrogation.
thing.
Was I brought
Well,
in
can
as
you
like
give-
a middleman between this? This is gonna be like Oprah. Am I gonna be Dr. Phil?
No, Jerry
Well, can you
Springer.
give us a minute? We need to discuss some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a family business.
we know you're the guest, but hang on, we got some deep-seated problems to sort out. Ah,
No, it's all good.
it's so good.
I'm just glad to be
TJ.
here, guys.
TJ, I'm gonna aim at you. What can we pick on you for? I think it's your turn now.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty classy.
Damn it!
He's got nothing to hide.
Yes, if he says it with that level of confidence, he's got to be right, guys.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Besides, even if I had something to hide, I wouldn't be ashamed of it.
That is true. Like, TJ is usually like the first person that would just bring up stuff that other people find embarrassing, you know. But he would discuss it like it's nothing. Like the
Hey, DJ, have you ever eaten shit?
No. As a matter of fact, I have not.
that's not
Okay.
what I meant, Luis.
Sorry.
Wow. But yeah, I meant like
Glad we
when
solved
he's
that
dis-
ethical dilemma.
when he's discussed like the Model UN thing and compared it to LARPing and just carried on. I mean, I know a lot of people that wouldn't want to even discuss that they were part of like a fictional Model UN thing, you know? People would be embarrassed about that, but you never seem embarrassed about your interests. It's weird.
Well, that's because it's awesome.
Yeah, but I could never do that. Like, even with stuff I'm really into, I kind of keep it to myself until I'm on the podcast. I don't know. Backwards priorities, the stuff
Wait, but
that
we
seems
are
to
on the
be...
podcast.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us everything you're into, Tyler?
Well, you guys kind of already know it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
tell-
I listen
I'm a guest.
Let's tell Owen.
I
But
listen
all
to
of your
terrible
deep-
music.
Seated.
Who's your favorite band?
Oh, Christ, I don't have a favourite band. Like,
Okay, who's one of your favorite bands?
Foo Fighters, but they're okay.
God damn it.
Oh, do you want like a really like
See-
guilty pleasure?
Say for guilty pleasure, when you say you're into bad bands and you say Foo Fighters, I can't call you out on that.
No, like,
We cannot
okay.
hate you for liking Foo
Yeah.
Fighters. God damn it.
No. Okay, fine. I'll say like I listen to really weird music. Is that better? Like,
I mean,
Are you calling Foo Fighters weird? You
no,
piece
I'm
of
saying
shit?
they're good, but
Oh.
like very.
you don't diss Dave
tasteless.
Grohl.
Hey, Tyler, I know one thing you're never ashamed to talk about liking.
Oh.
K-pop.
K-pop. There you go.
I thought you were
K-pop's
going for
alright.
butt stuff.
I'm
K-pop
telling
is
you.
alright.
If K-pop was in English, that shit would be top of the charts here every fucking week. I don't care what people
That's
say.
because it's
There's
just
shit.
regular pop.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
talented.
way better. It's actually good and it's actually catchy and it's pop music done right compared to pop music over here. And it's like some of this shit is fucking well done. And if that had like the same level of intricacies and detail in like how they produce that shit would be fucking huge over here
and
if it was in English.
the biggest difference
Hit me,
is
baby, one more time.
like over here pop music is basically auto-tuned, pitch shifted, overly produced music, which I'm not hitting, I'm not using people as an example over here saying that's bad because it can be done really well. But there's a lot of pop songs out there that are generic, auto-tuned, jarbled messes, that are overly repetitive. And then you have K-pop, where the people that are signed to a contract over there working under a certain company would be training for like 7 years. So it's like, oh, I don't think you can compare the two. The groups that rely on production and having like 7 producers behind them, or the group that's like 9 or 8 women that have trained for half of their life to sing like to the best of their abilities.
No, I'm calling it. I can't compare them. The first group is fucking shit. They need 7 producers and they need 6 people to write the song when the song is just the same line over and over again. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fucking
It makes me laugh as well because some of them
Lampshades. I like lampshades. What the fuck do I like? I like lampshades.
It's
Lampshades.
like-
I like lampshades.
Anyways,
Bitch.
you just made a number 1 hot,
You just
hot
need a
banger
beat.
on the charts. Yeah. Need either a dubstep beat or some kind of like fucking get Katy Perry's producer. He's probably pretty good at that kind of stuff.
bringing Christina Aguilera to hit every note but the one that she actually needs to hold. That kind of nonsense.
Hey Tyler, if you
Yeah.
can hook me up with Christina Aguilera, then we have a hit record.
Yeah, probably because of her.
I'm sure.
It wouldn't be because of you. You
Hey,
in the
fuck
feature
you.
role. Yeah, okay.
I made this song.
I wrote it. Those
It's
2
my
lines
fucking
were
career.
mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not even a pop star yet, and you've already let it go to your head.
Fuck
Louise
you,
is
I'm
such
gonna
a
break
diva.
this champagne bottle on your head, bitch.
Used to be about the music,
Wow,
man.
brutal.
Now it's all about the money with you.
We were talking about the podcast commitments. Would you still be on the podcast if you were a diva?
For what?
A diva, like a pop diva. Louise is like, no.
What kind of fucking question is that?
Oh, come on. With all the questions we've asked today.
Yeah, if I were famous of any sort of fame, I would.
I'm just waiting for the day where we listen back to this and one of us is like I can imagine like TJ getting like a really famous career and never
Really? I
seeing him
can't.
again. I was using you as an example because I didn't want Luis to be famous. So I was
Hey,
like,
fuck you.
because the world would just. I don't know
The
what
world's
the
not
world
ready
would
yet
be
for
like.
you, Louise.
Hey, Luis is
Yeah.
going to be like a world famous psychologist someday. The only problem is everybody listening to these podcasts are going to be like his like intellectual rivals, and they're going to use everything he's ever said on this to discredit him.
That's like.
I can just own it, roll with it.
I don't think you could roll with half the stuff that you've said on this podcast.
Roll with it.
You've talked about polar bear hentai in one of the podcasts. So
Did I?
Yes, you
shame.
did. So try to defend that when someone academic brings it up and is like, I don't think you're professional. I could defend it because I could shrug my shoulders and be like, yeah, what of it? But you...
Hey, fuck it, people.
Oh.
You know, Tyler, in my line of work, there's all sorts of things. So polar bear hentai isn't even a big concern, you know.
I got the feeling if I was to like hire you
People
to...
like all sorts of stuff. I'm not saying I like polar bear hentai.
Sorry. Yes, that is true, Luis, but if someone was paying money for your services, would they appreciate that you once discussed it?
It should be completely irrelevant as Louise is a paid professional.
Yeah,
Tyler.
maybe, true.
No, wait. Are you saying like if I working and someone goes like, hey, I listened to this podcast. I think it's you, and you're talking about polar bear hentai, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I got the feeling that would
fuck it.
discredit you a little bit.
Nah, I don't think so. Really, it's a sort of thing that, and now it's like kind of real talk. It's one of the things I'm kind of working on currently, which is to own it. Like, and if
Yeah,
people ask, like, "Oh, you mentioned you have a podcast?" Yeah, I do. It's there. You can check it out. You know,
yeah,
it's not really the sort of thing I'll like put on a resume, depending on the job I'll try to get. But since I'm thinking of opening up my own clinic, I don't think that's much of a problem. Like, yeah, so what?
I agree.
Everyone has their hobbies and stuff.
SpartanSloth discount clinics.
I definitely
No.
agree with the owning it bit, because if you're gonna do it and then someone brings it up, like as soon as you look slightly unconfident about it or slightly embarrassed, it's something that they can kind of see as a weakness or point and laugh at. Whereas if you turn around and go, yeah, I do that, you know, unless it's something really bad or illegal, you know, then
I'll
maybe you
admit
shouldn't
it to,
be.
like-
Yeah, of course. Like, oh, so you deal with stealing polar bears from, South Pole and selling it to the Martians. No.
I would own that, but like if it was
I mean,
if
yeah,
it
I
was
have
something like,
connections
are
with
you that
Martians.
guy? If as an example, if it was something like, aren't you that guy that punches the elderly? You maybe shouldn't own that. You know?
The elder puncher.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
But yeah, I mean, if anything, there's like two possibilities here. It's like if someone ever found out about this, like any of my future patients found out about this, and brought it up, they could either not give a shit or be like, oh, okay, that's cool, or oh no, oh wow, and then
Oh
we can try to
God.
work it out. Like whatever the possibility is, we can try to work it out. But it's kind of like the same thing as, for example, a haircut. Like if they go, oh, you have a shitty haircut, well, okay, fuck it, my problem. Or oh, I like your haircut, oh, thank you. Or haircut, meh.
So, so it sounds like you've applied the fuck it adjustment from Game Grumps by the
Also,
sound
can
of
I
it.
just point something out?
Yeah.
By the time Luis opens a clinic, polar bear hentai won't really be a problem because polar bears won't be around anymore. So problem
Yeah.
solved.
I think
Yay.
I'm going to open it next year, so let's hope the planet's not destroyed by then.
No, just the polar bears. Sorry,
Yeah, just the
Peter.
polar bears.
First we killed the imaginary dragons, and now polar bears.
Yeah, first we killed the quote-unquote imaginary dragons. Now we're going to kill the quote-unquote imaginary polar bears.
What?
Quote unquote imaginary PETA must be quote unquote pissed at us.
I just... What?
By piss I mean jizz.
Christ. Anywho,
But yeah, what about you, Tyler?
what about me? What did I do?
If someone found out of the things you have said on the podcast, or that you are in a podcast, how would you react?
Well, it wouldn't impact my career in any way, shape, or form, so I would just be like, oh, cool.
You
know?
say that now.
Yeah, I say that now, and then some obsessive fan is gonna like follow me home
Hey,
or
Tyler,
some shit.
We would like you to sing at the PETA Festival. Oh, wait, you talked about killing polar bears, you son of a bitch.
Well, okay, that would be like a very specific thing, but nah. I wouldn't be like heartbroken, you know.
Since I work with human interaction, I can try to find a way to, work it out, but try convincing PETA that you're not an asshole.
To be honest, I think that's a battle you're not going to win. If you're a human being that's once ate meat, then you are a bad person. PETA's like, well, yeah, but that came from an animal, so therefore you are the devil. Sorry, I'm probably not making myself look any nicer in the eyes of PETA.
Say bye to that PETA contract.
Yeah, stop digging a hole, Tyler. No, dig it.
Cut his mic.
I can't do it. I'm the one recording. No.
Shit.
But yeah, like if people heard the stuff that I did, I don't think I'll really be embarrassed about it. Like, I even got like that Let's Play channel, and to be honest, that's something that I'm not really over the moon about because it was kind of a failure. But if someone found it and they were like, oh man, I saw that you did this, I don't know if I would be embarrassed. I'd just be like, okay, that's weird. Ugh. Now that I've just brought it up on the podcast, the people that listen to this thing are going to find it, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I am not bringing it back. It's been dead for like a year and a half.
Do you want me to not link it?
I mean, you don't have to, but I'm pretty sure people know what it is.
Doesn't want you to link it.
Yeah.
All right.
Tom.
I have abstained from linking stuff in the past. It wouldn't be the first time.
I think me and the co-host Tom at the time, I think we both know that it kind of didn't go well at all. Like, our personalities are just not the same, to the point of it would literally be me sometimes talking and not him, because I'm used to being in front of I'm used to talking in front of a mic just randomly, whereas he wasn't. So it was very difficult.
Tyler, the porn dubber.
The what?
Porn dubber. You're the one who makes the voice like, oh yeah, baby. Ooh.
Your imagination has got me scared. I don't know where that came from.
You're used to being in front of the mic.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, what I mean was just like the Let's Play channel. I reckon could have been more dynamic. It wasn't going anywhere fast.
Is that polar bear lube?
They have their own brand.
That shit's tight.
Oh, God.
Polar bears are the lube.
Oh, I know what will get us talking about something a bit more mature. Owen.
You're right.
Yes.
But before you came onto this podcast, Louise referred to you as British.
That's
I
fine.
had to correct him.
That's
I had
fair.
to. Yeah, that's
me.
fair.
Look, there's a part of my country that's still owned by you fuckers, so you know.
Yeah, I thought he was from the British
And
Ireland.
I'm not saying that I want that part back, because I don't. Nobody wants Northern Ireland. Not even Northern Ireland wants Northern Ireland. I can. You know what? I'm gonna say that. I think I can safely say that and not be killed in the next few weeks. No, yeah, it's just. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not like I was back when I started coming on here and people would mispronounce my name and I would get all fucking angry about it, even though it literally doesn't
Eoin.
matter.
It was like,
Yeah, I've done that in the past. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You see, the thing is, like, I understand when it's people like not from the British or not from like Scotland or anything like that. Like, that said, there is somebody in RVB Scotland that actually has the same name as me and pronounces the name as Ian.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when I was told that, I was like, man, imagine living your entire life alive and how to pronounce your name.
Your life is a lie.
No, his life is a fucking lie because he pronounces it wrong.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
all right.
it's interesting because I've heard somewhere, like I've read somewhere actually, that for example, Ewan McGregor's name, or Obi-Wan, is not actually pronounced Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Like, what? I'd be really embarrassed. Like, oh, hey, are you Ewan McGregor? And it's like, he was one of my favorite actors, and then I fuck it up right off the bat. That would be awful.
I
So
can't think of how it's pronounced, but the actor Ralph Fiennes?
Mm.
Ralph Fiennes' surname, it's not Fiennes, it's pronounced like Fiennes or something, and people just constantly call him Ralph Fiennes. And he just rolls with it. It's like you were the most patient man ever. If someone fucking said that to me, I'd want to kill them.
Yeah, like I can't deal with it when people mispronounce my name because it's like, oh, hey Taylor, and I'm like, my name isn't
Taylor.
anywhere near Taylor. Like, wow.
There
Hey,
ain't no A in my
Swift.
fucking name. Swifty.
Like,
Wow.
it's
Also,
not even Ewan McGregor, it's really Robert. It's such a different pronunciation that it changes completely.
I don't think it would be that extreme, Jesus. But it's like calling Luis when I first started talking to you a
Lois.
lot. Lewis, yeah. That slight different pronunciation, that must have got on your nerves.
I mean, no, not really, because I took it as because of your accents. So I was like, oh, well, maybe it's the way they can pronounce it. Fuck it.
Yeah, now the problem is I actually was working with someone called fuck, and now this is a perfect example
Lois?
of like I cannot now say the normal English Lewis normally because I'm so used to talking to you that it comes out as like Luis, and he always goes, why are you calling me, like, why are you adding that twang to it? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I know some dude in Brazil that just he has the similar name.
Who's your bestest friend?
Don't fight me. Yeah, but
In
that
the
must
words
have
of
been annoying for him.
Tyler, I'm your best friend. That's what I am to you.
I don't think you're my best friend.
course
I don't
I'm
think
shut
I have
up.
any.
Oh, shots
I don't-
fired.
I don't think I can consider anybody as a best friend. That ends up in fights. We all send the Disney Channel. I don't know.
What? Disney Channel?
There always seems to be a plot of something pathetic that you would see on the Disney Channel. I don't know.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
always make up in the
no.
end.
My best friend stole my cookies and my makeup.
I suddenly
my
want to start talking
gun.
about PETA again.
And your gun.
Oh my god.
I said gun. It's like, what kind of fucking Disney Channel are you watching?
Disney After Night.
I want to see like a Disney Channel show, like one of those typical live action, cheesy, annoying, overusing the canned laughter stuff. I want to see one of them get really dark, really suddenly, like Saw dark, or maybe even Hostel dark.
See, I used to do that to somebody that I know, because he was back when we would watch the Disney Channel at his house. He is a big Sweet Life of Zack and Cody fan. And do any of you guys know the characters from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You know Mr. Moseby?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Moseby killed somebody. The actor
Oh,
did.
shit. Really?
He killed somebody in the 90s with drunk driving, and he the only reason he got away with it was because his dad was either like the governor or like some high up politician that made the murder charge go away. And I constantly reminded my friend when we watched Sweet Life of Zack Cody, I'd be like, he kills someone, and they're like, shut up, that's not funny.
Wow.
I'm like, it's a little funny. Not the fact that he kills someone, but just the fact that it bothers him as much as it does. Because he likes Mr. Moseby. Hooch is crazy. It's the same guy who plays Hooch from Scrubs.
Do you like say it like as soon as like the cheesy opening where like it's showing all the characters like where he smiles?
I don't know. I used to just say it like anytime he'd come on screen and like it'd be a few seconds into it and I'd just lean over really subtly and be like, he killed a person, do you know that? He'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Brilliant.
He killed a man. I actually think he might have killed a woman, but he's like, he killed someone. God. Crazy how they gave him a job on Disney. He's just like, shut the fuck up, Owen. That's not funny. I'm like, it's funny that you get really annoyed by it.
that would really break the immersion as
It
well.
totally does, which is why it's really funny.
Tyler, I think I have an idea to pitch for Disney.
Oh yeah.
Mickey and
We're gonna
the
need you to
zombie
kill a man.
apocalypse. It's like, hello kids, I'm Mickey, and welcome to the zombie apocalypse. And then it's like Mickey with a
Jesus Christ.
shotgun, and he's shooting zombies, and it's
No.
a whole thing.
It
And they
just
also
needs-
teach kids how to read. It's like
Of
dangerous
course.
zombies inside, so it's like kids will know that shit already. They got
A
that
is for AK-47.
Yay!
Like I got the feeling like it needs to be
S
a
is
live
for
action
shit.
thing. It needs to be like a live action thing that's like fine for like 20 minutes and then like the 2 minutes at the end are like pure creepypasta, for no reason. It just goes nuts. I don't know why. Please say someone could like edit something like that together. I got the feeling that's possible.
If they could. We'd have to come up with enough material for it, but yeah, I'm sure someone could.
It's right at the end. They just get like an actor that may be cameoing on the show, on the Disney show. It just so
Mr.
happens that
Moseby.
they're in a really bad horror film at the same time. Just splice them together. Christ. Also, I found funny probably about like 7 minutes ago, TJ posted a link to a PETA thing where a member of their group was traumatized by Pokemon and they sued Nintendo for emotional distress. I would be shocked, but to be honest, I swear I've heard something similar to this before, where anytime Pokemon release a new game, this seems to be a thing. So... Meh.
I think were you done? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was done, sorry.
I think my favorite part of the article was at the very end. It talks about the woman who's suing Nintendo is also working on divorcing her husband because he would repeatedly lock himself in the bathroom and play the game, and whenever she would knock on the door to get inside, he would tell her to fuck off.
What?
I suddenly don't validate this as like a really strict source because of that bit at the end.
Damn, dude.
That's just weird. Like, not the bit at the end. It's just the constant, as if PETA are going to expect anything new from Nintendo or Pokemon. They're suddenly not going to change everything they do and stop their biggest selling franchise. That's nonsense.
Yeah, it's just completely ridiculous that they're attacking Pokemon of all things, saying that, it causes people to beat animals and things like that. Despite the
animal
fact the
cruelty.
games have been, the games and the anime and the comics and everything have been going on for, at least like 20 years by now, right?
Yeah.
And nothing. So they are completely baseless in facts.
I mean, it kind of works for them because every time they do something like this, somebody discusses it. So it's one way to keep their name a topical thing. But at the same time, it's getting them nowhere. It really is.
It's exactly
Yeah.
like what Donald Trump does.
It's not really helping the cause to protect animals. People just see this kind of headlines and they're like, "Oh, what what kind of bullshit is that? And like they become a laughing matter.
Do you think like Nintendo like the Nintendo corporate executives, they sit in the court case and they let the person that's trying to sue them for emotional distress, they let them talk for hours about stuff, and then the Nintendo guy speaks up and just goes, they are fictional, they don't exist, and then they just close the case like on their table and just look at the judge like, what else do you want us to say? That's it.
The court just looks at them like,
It's like suing Bambi. Or Disney for Bambi.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Like, and that's
Disney,
more
you killed
violent.
Bambi's mother, you bastards.
Yeah.
got
I
a quick
wouldn't be
joke.
surprised. Oh, sorry, yeah.
I got a quick joke. You might have heard this before. How many PETA members does it take to change a light bulb?
None.
None. PETA can't change anything.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's mean.
It is, but it's also true.
Sorry to any listeners that may like
But hey,
PETA.
before
Hey, look,
PETA,
I think bringing awareness to animal cruelty is a noble cause. But then there's
Yeah.
also the people. Then, like, I see videos of PETA members stealing dogs from homeless people, and like saying, "Oh, because you can't feed this dog, and because like you can't, give this dog shelter, you don't deserve to have a dog," and take the dog away from him as he's crying. Like that's a different level. Like that's fucked up. And like the guy's crying, and everyone else is like,
cruelty.
"Just let the dog go," and they're literally stealing the dog from this like poor fucking dude who's crying his eyes out. It's like they're taking one of the only friends he has. Granted, it's a dog, so it's like the dog doesn't necessarily understand, what's going on, but it's still like it's a companion.
there's a bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course there's like, the big controversy like either a year ago or a couple of years ago with like PETA euthanizing a large portion of the animals they take into their protection. It's like, they took that dog away from that homeless guy, but then they probably immediately tried to bring it to a freaking shelter and stick a needle in its neck.
Yeah, like it's fucked up, and obviously you don't want animals suffering, but I doubt, like, I'm sure that guy was, begging and spending a lot of the money that he got from begging on food for the dog. I'm sure he didn't leave the dog fucking starving, because if it did, because like, let's put it this way, it's a stray dog, and if he can't give it food, it's not going to stick around with him. As sad as that is, it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, it's fucked up.
I definitely agree with what you said, because it's like, I agree with what they're trying to do. Like, I'm against stuff like animal cruelty as well, but it's the way that they do it that's just, it's getting nowhere fast, and it always seems to be against popular figures at the time. They probably had a go at I Am Legend because of the dog scene, even though it was like a really emotional scene that had like a lot of context for that happening. Like they probably went, well, that is cruelty to an animal. It's like, well, not quite.
Yeah.
That's kind of conjecture on my half, because I don't know if they had a pop at that, but that's kind of the stuff they would aim for because it's popular. It's like, why not spend half your resources helping animals in need? It's not that hard to find them. Go to any shelter.
Yeah, they're too busy making shitty Flash games saying how terrible Pokemon is.
Yeah, and it's always on Pokemon, I notice. It's like, what the hell? Aim for something a little bit more real.
Someone didn't get their gym badges.
Someone had a game that broke when they were young and it haunted their childhood.
Alright, so you
TJ
guys want to
changing
move
the
on
tone
to
of the
questions?
podcast.
Wait, sorry, what was that from both of you?
I said if you guys wanted to move on to questions.
Oh, okay, cool. And TJ, now
Let's
what did you
I
say?
said that too.
Christ. You said it like a couple seconds apart then, because it sounded like gibberish to me a minute ago. Let's rock.
Questions.
Yay, questions. Prepare yourself, Owen. We've got questions.
I've got answers.
Yeah, get your body holes ready. I mean like nostrils and shit. Uh,
Ugh.
right. This question was sent by Sunny88P, and he asked, if I were to make a Shifty Key website, what kind of features would you want to see on it?
That is a weird question.
Why is it weird?
It's kind of self-centered. I guess a link to the YouTube channel, and that's about it. Like, I can't think of anything it would need.
Also a link to Meatspin, lemonparty.org, 2 girls, 1
Oh,
cup,
shut
1 guy,
up.
1 jar. Go see.
I don't know what's more disgusting, the videos or the fact that he knows of all these videos.
Yeah, like, you
Right?
them.
Sonny, please ignore all that. I mean, honest answer? I think like a place to post the news. Like, let people know when it's out and all that. Links to the YouTube channel, the Twitter, the Rooster Teeth page. Like playlists.
Here's the thing, like, with
Uh,
a website, I know it's a rhetorical and hypothetical question, but, like, I really don't see the need for a website yet, because it's like everything is perfectly done through just social media, Twitter, YouTube. We don't really need a website. So it's hard to think of what you would need on it, because it would just be links to other websites.
One thing that would be interesting is like when we start working with the Shifty scripts and we start doing like original material.
When we start.
Having that. Yeah, when we start. We
were discussing this like last year that we were going to do this. We even made it like a New Year's resolution.
Year, a few months ago.
It was in our New Year's resolution to make this a thing, and it's like we've got very close to nowhere with it.
Okay, so we need to do something before New Year's.
Yeah, you guys,
good luck with that.
That'll be great. It'll be lovely.
We're both busy. I've got a full-time job and TJ's at bloody university.
You guys will do a great job.
Oh, and could you step outside a little bit? We need to have a talk.
I got too real.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
No, I didn't get too real. Shut up. Also, we would need like a gallery on the side for all the pictures TJ photoshopped Sloth had in.
Oh, Luis, have you actually spotted my one yet?
Yeah, though. Like, is that Sailor Moon or something?
That is not Sailor Moon. I am actually deeply offended.
But yeah, it's like Sloth heads on an anime body.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Alright then. Why, are you frustrated that I liked it?
No, I'm frustrated that you thought it was Sailor Moon.
I don't fucking know. Actually, like, I know the outfits of Sailor Moon, but I'm not sure if I recall the outfits from the Photoshop you did. I apologize.
Better.
Right, so this one was sent by Ter Sparks, and she asked, what's the best way to protect your house from crazy egomaniacs? Oh, wait, I asked
we
this
already
one
had
already.
This one.
Yeah. Oops, sorry about
that. Vamp. You didn't see a thing.
Calm down.
Play me off.
Actually, Tyler, I gotta say something that's bothering me. The thing you said that, like, you had to turn the bass up for my voice. I'm annoyed at that now. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm annoyed.
We didn't discuss that on the podcast, but to give some context, your bass is not as big as TJ's. You should be jealous.
What does that mean anyway?
Of average size.
I don't think of my voice being very bassy.
TJ's microphone picks up more bass than yours, is what that means.
Oh.
My microphone's better than yours.
For deepness, is that it?
Yeah. You know what bass is, surely, right?
Drop the bass.
Yeah, now I connected the dots.
Yeah, it's like a bigger version of a cello.
Yeah. No, wait.
Okay.
That's a contrabass. Sorry.
Double bass.
You can carry on with the question now, dude.
No, you guys carry on.
Let's talk about bassy instruments until he...
Are we just naming instruments?
I don't know. He doesn't want to give questions until we're done. Let's get it off
I
our
mean,
chest.
viola is treble and bass.
Can we now? All right.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
this one was sent by Dr. Sparks, and she asked, "Have you ever started a rumor, even accidentally, or been the subject of one?"
I've been the subject of a rumor. Quite fair few of them, actually. I guess I'm the only one. I'll just be quiet now.
I mean, I don't think I've ever had rumors spread about me, and even if I did, either I never found out about them, or I did and I just said I don't know, I don't care.
Yeah.
There has been one instance in which it happened in the
Oh,
place that
fucking-
I least expected for it to happen. But here's the deal. I was taking a class, and there was this one senior, like someone who is a year above you or something. That's senior, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I was taking a class, and then there was a senior who was probably the most annoying woman I've ever met, or one of them. And it was like this kind of a tough class, and the teacher had this weird system for tests. And it's like she cheated on the test. All right, fuck it. And I didn't even know about that. So I woke up to the teacher, give her my test, and then I don't even remember what, but I talked something about the test, but I never mentioned that chick was cheating. Then, like a few weeks later, one of my friends who was in like a work group or something with her mentioned like, "Oh, did you tell on her for our teacher?" I was like, "What? No, I didn't even know she cheated." "Oh yeah, because she's spreading around that you told on her, and she's like super pissed and all that." I was like, "What the fuck? That never happened." So yeah, that was a thing. That I
Yay.
didn't quite care because like she was spreading the rumor to people I don't really give a shit about, and she was kind of a dickhead. So
It's one of
Fuck
those
it.
where it's like, yeah, fine, draw more distance away from me. That's perfect.
Yeah, please.
In my
Well, yeah.
case, I only really had like for rumors that are stupid. Like, I guess it would just be name calling in like secondary school or whatever that just got out of hand. It was nothing really, anything situation specific like that. It would just be like, oh, you did this, and that's going to be the thing that we're going to call you for the next 5 years, you know? So it's like, hey, nothing
Hey
crazy.
guys, look, it's Tyler the pothead.
I don't even think
It's
they would
actually
call me anything
crackhead,
like
you
that.
fuckers.
No, it's less than that. I think it was Pigeon they called me, and I was like, the fuck? Because when
Jim?
you're young, it's like anything will get on your nerves, but now I look back at it and go, wow, that actually used to really annoy me.
Wait,
Hmm.
they call you Jim?
Pigeon.
Oh, Pigeon.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
Pigeon.
why?
Why don't they call you a different name? Like, it's just a
Yeah.
fucking name.
It stopped them from calling me my middle name, so that's a good thing.
What's your middle name?
Jorge.
Hey, Jim.
Jorge.
It's
No, I'm joking.
Tyler.
Jorge.
It's George.
George.
It's Jorge.
Yeah.
Tyler George.
There had been another one as well, but I'm not going to really discuss that here because it's not really important.
I do have a funny rumor. If I can talk about it after Owen has answered.
Oh, I've never had, or I've had rumors spread about me, but 90% of it doesn't matter. Like, it's just kind of that thing of I hear it from a friend, and like they ask me, is it true, and I say no, and that's kind of the end of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Most
Owen.
people that I associate myself with know me well enough that if they hear a rumor that they have to come and ask me about, they usually know it's going to be a no.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, Owen, do you like Linkin Park? No. Oh, well, I guess in the end it doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
As well, like, I don't even particularly mind when someone spreads a rumor or anything like that. It's just the frequency of something, and it could be something pointless. That's what pisses me off. It's not the actual context for the rumor. It would be how often you hear about something that's false about you. That would piss me off a lot more. Anyway,
So, have
Louis
I
had
ever
one.
told the story? It's like I didn't start this rumor. I wasn't a part of it. It's just something that I heard while I was in not even middle school. It's like elementary school. Yeah, elementary school. Yeah, elementary and middle school, I guess. I don't know. You guys have weird systems. Anyway, have I ever told the story about the dick faucet?
What?
Go on.
Nope.
Hey, go on.
Okay. So I used to study. Oh, fucking hell! The neighbor's dog. So I used to study at this school. Can you guys hear the dog?
Yeah, but continue.
It's faint.
I'm gonna yell him to shut the fuck up.
In
Anyway,
Portuguese, that'll be fun.
yeah, it's like the neighbors don't give a shit about training their dog, or trying to control it. I don't know. But that's another story. Anyway, I like dogs, by the way. Dogs are awesome. So I used to study at the school, and they didn't have like water fountains. Instead, like they had one or two, but the majority of the water consumption came from these faucets they have. Like there was a wall filled up with faucets, and the exact one in the middle was one that kids never ever touched it because there was this rumor that at some point some kid went up to it and put his dick inside the faucet. Like he shoved his dick in. And ever since that, kids didn't ever use that one. And it was like this rumor that was passed down the generations, so it was going on for quite a while. And so they showed the cleaning people cleaning it, and they were like, nope, not gonna drink it. They showed the faucet being exchanged, and nope, not gonna drink it.
Wow.
So yeah, that was the thing.
Like, I would understand for a little while, like, maybe even after they cleaned it once or twice, still being like, nah, I'm not going to chance it. That's bad. But, like, when they bring in a completely different one, that's when it's like, oh, okay, it's not the same one, guys. Chill out. Jeez. TJ, did you have one?
A rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already said I can't remember a single time I ever had a rumor spread about me.
We should start one.
Yeah.
He likes kittens.
TJ likes pineapples.
Sick bastard.
How dare he? Did you hear that?
Motherfucker.
That dude, man.
Right. So this one was sent by Leo B on Twitter. And he asked, actually, like his Twitter handle is at DarkPaladin192. His question is, what is something you would hate to hear at the eye doctor? I would
what?
say yeah. What is something you would hate to hear at the eye doctor? Like eye, the thing you used to see.
Okay, I've got one.
I got one as well.
Yeah,
As you're getting ready to go into eye surgery, just hear the guy say, "Well, first time's a charm."
I was thinking something similar, but like just before he shuts the door, he goes, "See you later." Depending on how well it goes, that would be pretty bad to listen to.
My scenario would be like, a normal exam, just checking things out, and then by the end of it, he goes like, "You're adopted."
Yeah, I don't know
what.
It's like,
I got the feeling coming from any doctor, like the number one bad thing to hear would be, "Whoops."
no, it's just like that's gonna be a lawsuit.
Stop. They just go silent and then they say it. That's when you know it's bad.
It's like, wait, what?
I'll just make an incision here. Whoopsie daisy. That would be bad.
That is a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
That shouldn't
No.
be there.
Start the surgery. Oh, hold on a second. I have to go pick up my daughter from soccer practice.
No.
Oh, hey,
Him
turns out
under.
you cannot cut an artery like that.
What do you know?
Was your eye always that shade of red?
Christ. I feel like me and TJ have got a lot. Luis, got one? No, wait, you had one.
Yeah, I
Owen.
just said like normal exam. Oh yeah, you're adopted.
I haven't heard one from Owen.
I said one. That is a lot of blood. Something along those lines. Who knew that the eye bleeds? Just like no good.
This will only hurt a lot.
Yeah, it only hurt a little, and then a lot, but like.
But you won't be conscious for it, so don't worry. Alright, so before we wrap this up, we do have an answer for a question asked. Yay!
Yay, someone answered a question that we asked to them.
Yeah.
That's weird. Is it about your dog?
What? Oh yeah, the neighbor's dog. Shout out to him. Oh god. Sometimes I think, like, I wonder if they're treating this dog well, because 8 in the fucking morning the dog is scraping his bowl all around their yard. It's like, feed your dog. God damn it. But anyway. Maybe they are and the dog just eats a lot. I don't fucking know. Oh, shut up, please.
Power for it, man. You can do it. Own it.
Right. So this one was sent by Sunny8P. It's an answer for... But God damn it! It's an answer for podcast number 87. The question was asked by Quirky, and the question was, how would you become famous? So Sunny's answer, and it's funny because Sunny's always going on about like how he doesn't want to be famous, so this should be interesting. Sunny's answer is, personally, that is one of the last things I want, but I will answer the question as if it would be something I wanted to do. When you're a kid, get a leading role in a TV show. Get involved with your audience, go to many fan events. After a few seasons of your TV show, have it end with a great ending. Then, become the leading role in a few action movies. Last but not least, do not go into hiding because you no longer want to be famous.
Fair enough.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Son is actually Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, I used to think he was Super Saiyan Brad Pitt, but I guess I was wrong.
That's weird. But I suppose he's right. Like, even Bruno Mars back in the day, I think he was a child, like pushed as a child to do shows. No, it was
really?
like a...
I never heard of Bruno Mars before he started singing.
He was a Elvis Presley impersonator, I believe, as a kid, like really young, I think. I might have to check my sources on that. But yeah, it's true, like, to get into fame, if you start young, I suppose that's one way of
But
starting.
sometimes that backfires. Like, the
Definitely.
kid who played Child Anakin, I think Jake Lloyd or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of...
He was arrested, like, a few months ago, I guess. Or a few weeks ago. For racing.
Wow.
Not in pods, though.
How ironic.
Yeah, right? Alright then, so Owen, you want to ask the audience a question? They answer sometimes. They're feeling up to it.
Ask the audience a question. Jesus.
You gave us a pretty good one at the beginning.
What was that? Oh, knife. Yeah, how about that? Knife or bat? That's a good one. Thank you, Tyler. You saved me from possible awkwardness. You are in an open field, and it is you against one person in a fight to the death. You've the first pick of weapons, a knife or a bat, and the other person gets what you don't pick. So that's it, knife or bat.
Oh, that definitely makes the answer like a lot easier because it's in the open field.
No, but that's the thing, is that it depends on how confident people are with these weapons. There could be somebody who thinks that they're a fucking knife expert. And at the same time, there could be someone who has no experience. Like, I have no experience with a baseball bat, but I have more confidence in my ability to use a baseball bat than I do a knife because I'm kind of a fat guy. So I don't have a wide swing with that knife.
Like, the thing is, I think I would feel more comfortable with a knife, and I answered bat for that question. I would feel more comfortable with a knife. I think I would be a little more skilled with that. But the bat is like, it's longer, so I can try to disarm the person. But that's just. I probably shouldn't have answered because now
Yeah.
it's. I don't know if it's gonna. Tyler, can you
No,
edit that out?
no.
Yeah.
Because
Luis, the knife guy.
I think people are smart enough to figure out which one they want.
It's actually a shave, Tyler. But thank you for noticing.
And Luis, to answer your question, no, I won't edit that out.
Damn it, dude! Come on.
I can say that I'm trained with a knife as well, but that's because I work in the kitchen. So I don't know.
I'm gonna be like a sous chef.
Can you edit? Can you edit
Are you-
IceJJFish in it?
No, copyright.
Tyler, I can
Damn it.
imagine you like working at a mafia front, and they're actually just training you to like throw knives and like wield them and things like that.
Yeah,
I mean, you did
No.
love the mafia so much when we were playing Town of Salem.
Hey,
Yeah.
before we delve further into this, can I wrap up? Don't mean to be
no,
rude, but we're
I
going for a while.
refuse. We're
It
going
was-
to
it
go
was
on for
just a
24 hours.
End of podcast chat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I need to do the actual wrap up.
No, you
Okay.
don't.
Wrap it up.
Okay, so
Give us a
everyone,
wrap.
thank you so much
Drop
for
the beat.
listening. Owen, thank you so much for being with us today.
Fuck you.
Yeah, anytime.
Whoa!
Not you, Owen. You're cool.
Wow,
Oh, thanks,
DJ.
you too.
The timing of that was so poor. It was like, thanks for having you on, Owen. Fuck you. TJ, do you have something to say?
Yeah,
I already said Owen's cool. I was talking to
Yeah.
Luis.
Okay then. Well, yeah, Owen,
cool.
thank you so much. Don't
No
forget, people, to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. And until next week, don't get stabbed. Bye.
Bye.
That's fair.
Unless you have
Yeah.
a baseball bat, bye.
That's a fair expectation to have with the listeners. Don't get stabbed.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
die.
stabbing's bad.
Don't die. It's just-
Yeah.
Not conducive to healthy living.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Here's a pro tip. If you want to live, don't die.
Yeah. Turns
Oh,
out.
have any of you guys ever seen the Evil Dead movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I watched that for the first time last night, and holy shit, is that gory!
Wait, which
I've
one?
been
First one or
meaning
the second
to.
one?
I think
Yeah.
it's a remake of the first one.
Oh, the remake of yeah, it's a remake of like 1 and 2 put into one movie. Have you ever seen the originals?
No, I was watching it with a couple friends who had seen the originals,
Hmm.
so they kept talking about some guy named Ash
Mm-hmm.
and
I
how he's always saying groovy. So
Watch that
that's
movie.
about as much as I know.
I didn't know that there was a remake.
But
I need to watch this.
Remake's
all
okay.
Yeah, I need
all
to
I know
watch,
about that
like,
movie is everything
all-
was completely avoidable.
Yep.
Like parts of it were funny, but it was just so gory. And talking about the knife wounds, there's so many people that just get stabbed and nail gunned and things like that.
Speaking of like zombies and stabbing and all that, I've been playing the Telltale Walking Dead games because it's like for free this month. Man, I forgot how emotional that game is.
Mm.
But yeah.
Where's that free?
It's free for gold members.
I can't
Yeah.
get it.
No?
No, actually, I think I might be able to. I need to check. Nah, I'll do that later. Anywho, bye.
Bye.
Bye.